A new Creighton University study is using zebrafish to unravel mysteries around human hearing loss. It's all made possible through grant money from the National Institutes of Health. First Alert 6's Johan Marin shows us how it works.
Brian, the study is led by Associate Professor Allison Coffin and her team of student researchers. They're looking at how cells in our ears are damaged in response to certain medications. They're doing this by using these tiny fish as the test subjects. They resemble eyelashes, and while they may look tiny, they actually have hearing cells that are similar to ours. I was able to talk to Coffin earlier this week as she walked me through the research process.
We can treat the fish with different prospective medications that either might damage those hearing cells or could prevent damage and preserve hearing. We can treat the fish with noise, and we can also study the adult fish as they age. And then, especially with these larvae, these little swimming eyelashes, we can put the entire fish under the microscope and see the cells.
Coffin says these small tropical fish are ideal for this research because their hearing cells are located outside their bodies and they actually glow under the microscope. Since the project is still very new, Coffin also says they don't have anything to report on just yet, but they anticipate to have some answers within the next 3 years. In the studio, I'm Johan Marin, First Alert 6.